Hey everyone, today we are going to be replacing the front brake pads on a 2018 Toyota Camry LE. Here's a list of some of the tools and parts you would need. Let's take a look at the existing brake pads and the rotor. The rotor is not in bad shape. It does not have any grooves, no excessive wear. The brake pads have some meat left on them, but we'll find out more once we take them out. To access the pads, you need to remove the two 14mm bolts, one on top, one on bottom. I've already loosened the bolts, so let's get these off and remove the caliper. And the caliper just slides right off. Normally I would use a coat hanger and hang it from the shock, but it's a nice resting spot right here for it. There are two clips, top and bottom. These are to hold the brake pad. And there's a tab that you could pull on, but it was a little snug, so I just pried it off. Try not to use any screwdrivers, any sharp objects, so it doesn't damage the rotor. The front pad or the outside pad had a bit more wear. The rear is okay, still has some meat left on it. These clips just pop right out. Here's a new shiny clip. And snapping. They only go in one way. Now, it would be great if they label them top, bottom, inside, outside, so it saves you some time when you're installing these. And there's two of the same clips on the back. Next, you want to pull the top and the bottom pins out and make sure the boot detaches from the bolt side. Put some multi-purpose grease on there, put them back in. Here's the old and the new pads. There's additional clips that go onto the brake pad, similar to the ones when we took them off. So this allows you to install and remove the pad. And put the bottom in first, and then line up the top and just press. And you'll see there is a little notch on top of the pad, which this clip fits into. So really only one way it'll go onto it. There you go. So one thing you want to make sure is that once you've installed the pins, make sure you press them in. As you will see, I will struggle with them later in the video trying to get the brake caliper back onto it. Here I'm using the old brake pad to compress the piston back. So once you've turned and it stops, you don't want to continue to put pressure on it. This pushes the piston back in, so the caliper will go onto it easier. And here, as you can see, the caliper is getting stuck on the pins. You could manually press those in. They have a little spring mechanism. And we'll reinstall the bolts. Line at the top hole, hand screw the bolts on. And use your ratchet with a 14mm socket and snug tight them. Okay, we have all the new hardware on. Let's inspect. I hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.